On screen is a smartphone mockup displaying our active app interface. A user can select a subject, tap Submit, and get immediate feedback through a small pop-up notification. Over the next 6 minutes, we are going to build this exact application entirely from scratch. To do this, we need 2 components. We use XML files to design the visual layout, and Java files to serve as the operational brain, making everything work. The only prerequisite for following along is having Android Studio successfully installed on your computer. By creating this interactive quiz, you learn how to handle user inputs and button clicks. These are the exact skills required to construct any interface on the Android platform. Let's begin by opening Android Studio and starting a brand new project. The Setup wizard opens, prompting us to choose an activity template. This template defines our application's initial screen structure. We need to select the Empty Activity option from the grid. We use this specific template because it provides a completely clean slate. It generates the necessary backend files without cluttering our workspace with extra code we don't need. Now we configure our basic settings. We'll type Hello Android into the name field and set the minimum SDK dropdown to API 24, also known as NuGet. Getting this configuration right ensures the software correctly scaffolds our entire workspace. Instead of troubleshooting setup errors, we can immediately focus on writing code. We design our interface by opening the activity.main.xml file. This acts as the visual blueprint for everything the user sees. We start by adding a text view element to display our quiz question, followed by a radio group component to hold the multiple choice answers. When we add our individual radio buttons, they must be nested specifically inside that radio group. This structure ensures that a user can only select one answer at a time. To complete the user interface, we drop in 2 final interactive elements, a Submit button and a Clear button. This side-by-side view shows our structural blueprint boxes next to the rendered user interface. We can see exactly how our layout translates to a real screen. To make these buttons work, we use the Android.id attribute. We must go into our XML code and assign a specific unique ID string to the radio group, the Submit button, and the Clear button. These IDs act as digital name tags. Later, our backend logic will use these exact addresses to find the buttons and tell them what to do. With our layout finished, we open the MainActivity.java file to build the operational brain of the application. Our first programming task is inside the onCreate method. Here, we declare empty variables for our buttons and the radio group. To connect our variables to the actual screen, we use a command called findViewById. This serves as the bridge between our visual elements and our Java code. We tell the Java file to look for r.id, matching the name tag created in the XML file earlier. The spelling between XML and Java must perfectly match. A single typo will crash the application immediately. Next, we write a setOnClickListener function and attach it to our Submit button. This dictates exactly what happens the moment a user taps the screen. We write out the internal logic. The program checks if a radio button is currently selected, and if it is, it captures the text value attached to that specific choice. We then use that captured text to write a toast message, which tells the Android system to generate a small pop-up containing the answer. There is a common step that trips up beginners here. You have to attach the .show command at the very end of your toast code block, or the pop-up will never actually appear on screen. Finally, we add a secondary listener to our Clear button, writing in the clearCheck command to quickly reset all our selections back to empty. By combining static visual design with these programmatic event listeners, we turn a flat image into a reactive, functional software tool. It's time to verify our work. We initiate the build process by clicking the green Run arrow at the top of the interface. The software compiles our code, and the digital emulator successfully boots up. Our freshly designed interface loads directly onto the virtual screen. Let's test the interactions. We select the DBMS radio button and click Submit. Just as we programmed, our custom toast notification pops up with our selected answer. We hit the Clear button, and the radio options instantly reset to their default empty state. You have a fully operational application. Designing an XML layout and wiring it to Java logic is the exact engineering pipeline used by professional developers to build software for billions of devices worldwide.